welcome and thanks for having me. My name is Völcker. I founded the 3DPioneers Challenge for about 5 years ago, together with my wife. And it's now the 5th year. So the good thing is we are having all the time the trends on the table, mostly before they are actually on the market or in press releases. So, and what really interests me in the 3D printing additive manufacturing industry these days is that it will come to new business cases, and the AM industry is not only into prototyping or not only into science and research and design, but mainly focusing really, really coming to the market and really producing objects that make sense. And it doesn't, it's not just that, it's another industry which can be implemented into normal processes, and that's a good thing. So in my case, next to the 3DPioneers Challenge, I'm working for Völcker Electronics, so taking care of 3D printing electronics, and therefore it's a really focus for myself to get those things done to come to a certain point where 3D printing is based and really implemented into the industry itself. Yeah.
How many is 3D Pioneers Challenge is it that is running right now? How many years do you do it?
It's just finished, and the next upcoming is the 6th year, the 6th 3D Pioneers Challenge. And so far, it's actually really nice to have it because there are so many, there are hundreds of submissions and from all over the world. So these days it's already like a platform where everyone can check out and have a research on themselves where you think, okay, I want to check out more medicine or the vertical architecture and design or whatever. And so through the last years, you can always have really good concept ideas, really good products, really good people. And it's a real good network these days already. So yeah, feel free to check out the website and all the press releases there, and to get in touch if you want to get to know someone of those people. They are located all over in the world. So that's a good thing for them.
So if you want to, we could start your presentation.
Yeah. Yeah, here it is. So actually that was the, you click it quite quickly through, right? So that was like the first cases. Trends, it's about trends. Yeah, these are the partners we had so far. Florian, maybe just hang on a second. That's okay, wherever. So it's fun. It's a remote virtual conference. So we'll see how it will function. You can come to the next one. So it's important to have all the partners in that challenge, and therefore you see that so many people are interested in the AM industry. It's not only the AM industry who's supporting it, and that's where we are really proud of. And we reach about more than 6 million people with that through the partners and everything. And this year we had 6 continents submissions from 28 countries. So we can say it's a really global thing and one of its kind, the challenge. Trends, well, this year you see Isinora with the valve. So COVID was a very, very big thing. So invented this category within the medtech. So I would not say that it's a trend to produce for COVID pieces in 3D printing, but you can see that the 3D printing community, and that is a trend, is really there for where things are needed. And so actually in that case, they won that part in COVID, they saved life. And that is a main point and was working for the awareness of 3D printing worldwide. So I would say a trend is there that AM can help. For the next page, you see the winner in the piece of, in the category of medtech. So medtech, medicine, is one of the pioneering industries, let's call it industry, for the last 2 years. So last year we had this very first printed heart out of human cells and tissue printing. And this year we had the printing skin from the University of Toronto. So there's a lot of research, and those guys could really print directly on the burned skin and replace it and make the healing quite better. So that was a really good thing. So medicine is pioneering in that case. Maybe you can come to the next page, please. Next to, just go to the next, you don't have to open that, yeah, that one. So there are new business cases, and some business cases are keen on as well, like printing electronics in that case. But a topic about that is sustainability. If you think about printing electronics, you can think about, in this case, rethink the motor, the engine, and how you can build this to get a better performance. If you have a better performance in electric motor, you work in the total of the car of sustainability. It will last longer, it will have better power, it will lead you to a better performance and sustainability products. So printing electronics is a huge case for AM. In the next page, you're gonna see what is up in design. Well, design comes a lot from AM. They use it a lot because designers are used to 3D printing because of prototypes. But nowadays they use it to really not only customize, but to work on the performance of products, to recycle plastics, in that case, the Hexa surfboard. And because it's just a very nice movie, on the next page, you're gonna see a small movie, and I will be quiet for a minute. Okay, maybe we can't open it in that case. Go to the next, that one, yeah. And please push play. Florian, if you can unmute your, then you hear the sound of it.
Habt ihr Ton?
I don't hear the tone, but anyhow, I can sing to it if you want to. Yeah. So, well, this surfboard is about eco-friendly. France people, they collect the plastics out of the ocean and design a Hexa surfboard out of it. And there is a lot of power on a surfboard. So if you know surfboards, they can break quite easily. And in that case, because of the structure, the stability and everything is involved, and the resin together. And it's a better surfboard than those are on the market. And yeah, it's tailor-made, and you see the design is with parametric design, which designers use a lot these days, which is quite promising. It leads us to AI design actually at the end. Okay, good. We can stop that if we don't listen to the sound anyways. Furthermore, the construction industry thinks a lot about printing. As we heard before, Sasha was introducing the former speeches. Construction is therefore a huge theme. This team, Emerging Objects, from Rafael and Virginia, they are taking care of sustainable materials. So it's not only construction, the application or itself, it's more about the material. So you always have to think about how to create the data, which technique you're gonna use in 3D printing. There are so many, let's call it 3D printing, all of them, but there are so many different techniques, and which kind of material you're gonna use. And it's more like an art project here, but you can see with mud printing, you can really create something, and mud is anywhere in the world. If you go to Africa, they're still building the mud buildings and everything, and those guys are taking care of how to use the mud and print it really properly. You can check if you can see the next movie of that. There you can see a little bit. So the interesting thing is that it's like a printer in the middle of nowhere. And so they really work anywhere with their pieces. And those guys have been to the 3DPioneers Challenge last year. Maybe you remember the corals in the US. So they created ceramic printing and they placed them into the ocean, and they are actually working. And so emerging objects, you should check them out once in a while. They're really keen on new technologies with known material. They don't create polymers or whatever. They really use sustainable material connecting with advanced technologies. And that is a really good pioneering work, because we don't have to use only plastics or whatever. We should think about joining those different materials and advanced technologies. If you please can go to the next slide. We noticed at 3DPioneers Challenge that it's a huge, huge network. And this network is so easy to connect. So what we made up these days is we call it 3DPC and Friends, that we bring together actually good designers, good companies, together with maybe the winners. And in that case, that was like the very first project, is the trophy, which we hand out now from this year on every year. This is a joint venture project from Studio Roslov as the main designer and is a judge, and Hypergenic, who are keen on working on artificial intelligence and creating totally different new products coming out from nature, actually. Algorithms, let them grow. So they work together. And this is a point under the rooftop from 3DPC and Friends, where we want to start even more trends in future, because it's not only one person who can work on those fields, but the interdisciplinary things. So we won't, we can, on the next slide, there's just the movie for that, but we don't need to have a look on that because it's more an interview, but you can check out this. Just go on the next slides, please, Florian. Yeah, but so you don't have to start that because we can't listen to the tone from Ross, what he's talking about. So please go to the next and the final page. So I want to invite you, if you want to check out the 3DPioneers Challenge itself with all the archive, with the submissions of the finalists, you can check out the QR code on the left side. We created a YouTube channel where you can have a look at all those videos and many more, and the trophy video with Roslov and Hypergenic itself, and Materialize was building it on YouTube, or check out Facebook site where everything is involved in there as well. So yeah, we will start the next 3DPioneers Challenge with the next upcoming trends and pioneering work in November. So it will be presented again at Repitech, Messe Erfurt, with our main partner with the Ministry of Thuringia. And so far, I thank you so much for listening, and I'm really curious now to see some of the different speeches from different countries mainly participated at the 3DPioneers Challenge in the last